What's going on, guys? It's Ricky with Technical Solutions. I hope that you guys are all having an amazing day. Just like we called out yesterday, if you guys did not check out yesterday's video, you guys can pause this video and check out yesterday's video on the breakdowns that we had for the top trending ETFs and stocks for potentially February, because today, if I'm not mistaken, is the last day of January. It's January 31st. And we were talking about the different stocks to kind of look out for. And I wanted to make sure that I guided people in the right direction, but that they did not trade solely based on my opinion. So I'm going to showcase, market opens in about 1 minute, why it is and how it is that I called out the reversal for DGAS. Let me make sure. I'm not always 100% correct. There was this pattern that I've identified when it comes down to being able to look into ETFs and the natural gas futures. So that is exactly what I'm going to show you guys. Thank you guys all for those that are tuning in. If you guys are tuning in live right now, please feel free to give the video a thumbs up, letting me know that you guys actually enjoyed these live videos. That would, I would appreciate that if you guys can. If you guys can't, then I totally understand. Let me go ahead and move myself right here. And let's go and talk about it. So DGAS has been showing signs of a downward pattern since its peak that it had at around $33. It broke the support at $24, but it's been trying to trend up since then. It hit lows of $17, which was overall lows on this 180-day analysis. It made new lows, hitting lows of $16.98 as of yesterday. Do you guys see this reversal? This is the 180-day EMA. This is the first time that it's been able to break above it, not just like this and hold above the candlesticks, but actually break above it. Does that mean 100% that this is the confirmation for the reversal? No. I understand that there's a support at $20. So if it breaks below $20, it might continue seeing signs of a downward pattern. And for those that bought it, for this week, that bought it at lows of $17, that might be your ideal sell point if you don't see the value in this as a swing trade. My plan for my position on DGAS, and again, this is my position, which has no influence or should have no influence on what it is that you plan to do when it comes down to the overall patterns of DGAS, is I plan to continue to add into my position from where it's at right now all the way up to the price point of, I'll stop adding to my position at $30. I plan to sell at $33 based on the previous resistance that we see right here. So from the current price point that it's at right now, $20, to the overall resistance at $33, the potential for profit that I see here, all my alerts are going off for DGAS, that's a 65% return on your investment. So I plan to be, I was saying originally $10,000, I plan to be anywhere from around $15,000 to $20,000 invested into DGAS. And that is because of the value that I see in this specific ETF. If you don't see value in it, then 100% please never trade it or do not trade in anything that you don't see value in. How did I know? So if you guys watched yesterday's video, you guys know exactly how it is that I knew that DGAS was most likely going to open. And I said it's most likely going to open above $20. Why? If you look at the overall pattern on the let's do 5-day analysis. The last time natural gas ETFs pulled back, DGAS being a bull ETF pushed up. So with that being said, during pre-market hours, it pushed up to highs of a little bit over 2050. It did the same thing today. But again, when I called it out this time, I said if it goes below $20, then that's a break of pattern and you most likely want to cover profits. But now because it's showing a lot more consolidation, I see this thing to actually start showing signs of a potential reversal. That's my breakdown. That's my opinion. That should have no influence on what it is that you plan to do. Now, why is it that I saw that, the potential for DGAS for it to actually move up? Well, if we do /NG, we could see that these natural gas futures actually have a direct correlation to the overall performance of DGAS. And one of the things that I noticed is that it got rejected by the 180-day EMA, as you can see right here, as it had this huge pullback. So that first push that you saw DGAS had to highs a little bit over 2050, that's when it had this huge drop. And then as it started to recover, DGAS obviously hit lows of what was that, $16.98, but then it got rejected and then it started showing signs of a downward pattern. And, natural gas futures are for sale longer than the stock market is open. So that's just something that I wanted to call out. So that's how I knew that there was that correlation. So I'm hoping that I'm keeping it pretty simple and that you guys understand. I looked at the natural gas futures, saw how it correlated to the overall ETF, and I identified a pattern, and I got the confirmation of the reversal. Now we're showing signs of a downward pattern, not only on NG, but on the inverse ETF of DGAS, which is UGAS. So looking at this, we can see that UGAS is now trending down. If you don't know the correlations into that, then I do have a video that talks to you about why I love trading ETFs, and you can put ETFs and then put my name next to it, and then a bunch of videos will pop up. So the other one that I wanted to talk about was very quickly the gold-based ETFs. So gold-based ETFs showing signs of a resistance at around $23, and then JDST also showing signs of a resistance at around $55. It's a little bit of a pullback, but as long as that EMA line continues to point up, that is exactly what it is that I am looking at. Now there's another one that I wanted to talk about, and it was WYNN. If you guys did not hear about this one, the reason that it had such a huge price decrease or a huge drop, and this one was one that we talked about under the Learn, Plan, Profit Lesson Library, our private group. The reason that we called this one out, or one of our members called it out, was that there was this sexual misconduct scandal according to the what the CEO has done. And obviously the CEO being under kind of the spotlight for such a negative kind of just catalyst, obviously drove the price down. Identified a support just like we called out exactly at $100.60. We did not know 100%. Again, support levels are psychological price points on where they're known to bounce. It's never 100%. We waited for the confirmation of the bounce, and now it's trending and showing this cup and handle pattern. So what does that mean? Well, if the volume continues and this recovery continues and that news continues to die out, then obviously the price increase or the overall price action will go back to where it normally was. If you look at the overall pattern on the 1-year chart, if you look at the overall pattern on the 1-year chart, you can see that it's been showing signs of a consistent downturn. You can see the pullback and the overall supports and why it bounced at that price move. So if it makes sense to you and you think that this could be a long-term swing trade, then break it down, set up a plan, manage your risk, and make sure that it makes sense to you. So that is it. I wanted to quickly talk about the different stocks and ETFs that I see value in, that I've invested in. And just following up with DRN, this sucks. There's no sense of a reversal. This is one that I did see a lot of value in. There is no confirmation of a reversal just yet, so we'll simply have to wait on this one. So this is on the 1-year analysis. We can see that it's at all-time lows. So it's just a patience factor right now. If you don't see value in it, then you can simply cut losses or not trade it, or simply set your alerts. You can set your alerts when it breaks above $20, giving you that much of a better understanding that, hey, at least I'm investing in something that's actively trending up and above the 180-day EMA. So I do apologize for those that are all part of the Learn, Plan, Profit Lesson Library. I am heading on over. If you guys did not know, if you guys, in the first link, there's the course, right? So the Learn, Plan, Profit Lesson Library, which explains to you exactly step by step on what it is that you need to know on how to invest in the stock market successfully. And that's the course itself. It includes a private group, and that's actually where I'm headed over right now. We speak every single day, Monday through Friday, except for yesterday. I apologize for not tuning in. Yesterday was the first time that I did not tune in. But yeah, so I'm going to go ahead and head on over to the voice chat. So I speak to them on a daily basis, and they get to speak to me, and we break down stocks together and talk about the top trending stocks. So if that's something that you see value in, click the first link down in the description and simply learn more. That's all. So as you guys can see, everyone's saying boom, 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 trying to make that money. It's because a lot of us were invested in DGAS, and obviously that turnover or that overall price increase, what is it up today? It's up a little bit over 10%. So I want to congratulate all of you, because it's not my hard work, it's all your hard work that's paying off. And if you guys would like to work with me, then I would encourage you to click the first link. And if you're just getting started in investing in the stock market, I'd encourage you to click the link where it says free group. We have a little bit over 79,000 members within our networking group, and we'd love to be a part of your success. Like we end every live stream, okay Google, play Gucci Gang. I hope that you guys all have an amazing an amazing week. Continue working hard, continue following your dreams. Let your passion be what drives in your success. And like always, let's make sure that we end the year on a green note. It's taken a little bit too long to actually play, and I really need to jump on the voice chat with the private group. So thank you guys again so much for your time. Boom, 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 and let's go ahead and make that money. Take care, team. I have to let it play for a little bit. Let's see. All right, team. Hope you guys have an amazing week. Take it easy.